So we're on the bed again for this. Welcome everybody to the CEW Podcast. And so last time we kind of spoke a little bit about what I would like to see improved in core and whatnot. But today we're going to be talking about something a little bit different. This is how the podcast works. I don't talk properly. I don't talk in complete sentences. I butcher my words all of the time. I think you guys are used to this by now. But first things first, life updates. Life's good. Literally, day that I'm recording this is the 3rd of May, and literally yesterday, they went on general sale, and I got tickets to Forbidden Door, so I will be going to Forbidden Door in August. I'm so excited. I've got everything ready to go for that, and yeah, I'm super hyped. Expect a lot of content for that, gearing up for when Forbidden Door does come around, because hey, if I'm going to be there, then I might as well absolutely make as much content about it as humanly possible. So yeah, that's always sick. Work's been alright. It's weird. It's good and bad. I've been doing a lot of extra hours recently, which is great for my wallet, but it's not great for my body. I've literally just come off of doing 9 days in a row, and then in 2 weeks I do 8 days in a row. It's fine. It's fine. It's not too bad, but it does also slow down content and whatnot, which is why I'm going to take these next few weeks where I have these small spells of days off and whatnot to really kind of hunker down, get the content going, and hopefully give you guys more than just one video a week like I did with the week of Open Challenge Night, which is coming out today as of recording, but I'll leave it somewhere up here, around here, for you guys to check out if you haven't checked it out already. So, what are we going to be talking about today? Because actually, as always with the podcast, there's a few topics and whatnot. So first off, I just kind of want to say, content's been alright, and life's been doing pretty well. I reckon, hopefully, by the time, hopefully by the end of this month, my first proper, paycheck or whatnot from YouTube, fingers crossed, I make enough money to where I get paid by YouTube for the first time in June. That would be really nice. We're getting really close. We're getting really close. And I reckon with a few good videos, like the last core review, I reckon we'll be fine. We'll be there. And honestly, I think that would be sick if I could do that. I do think that I'm getting to a point now where I'm pretty happy with the content. I'm pretty comfortable with the content. I'm making less. Some ideas don't work as well as others, but some do, and that's completely fine, right? I'm still in the experimentation stage. As much as people think, oh well, he's making money now, it's completely fine. He can do whatever he wants. No, not really, right? Things still flop. Things still don't do well, and at the end of the day, that's kind of the big thing, right? It's I still don't fully know what does and doesn't work, and that's completely fine by me because I'm having a good time making it. Sometimes I'll record a video or I'll go to record a video and I'm not feeling it as much. Just for full transparency's sake, I'm currently working on it. It might already be out by now, to be honest, I don't even know. But at the time of recording, I'm working on a predicting WrestleMania 42 way too early video because I'm seeing them crop up a lot, and I'm like, hey, I think that'd be fun. I'm a very weird booker. I will literally just book that card for my personal preferences, and I think it'd be really funny to have people go, but that match isn't gonna happen. It's that's fine. That's what I want people to say, right? It's my opinion. It's what I think's gonna happen, and I think that's going to be a really fun video. I want to talk about the state of wrestling in 2025 because I think it's a very weird time, but I don't know how to do it. I feel like I need to script it because I just ramble for ages otherwise, and I don't think that that's really what I should be doing with that. And I do think I need to give out a little PSA at some point about Open Challenge Night, in the sense of this isn't an application, this isn't anything like that, Open Challenge Night is not your ticket to the roster. It's not. Open Challenge Night is a way to get you on the network without getting you onto one of the shows, because I have no room. I'll be completely transparent with everybody. I don't have the room on any of the rosters for anybody, and I probably won't ever again. I'm gonna be completely honest. Unless people who are on the roster get outed for weird things, or they don't want to be a part of the show anymore, or whatnot, then there's no more room. We're at max capacity, which is why I do Open Challenge Night. It's a community-led thing, and it gives you guys the opportunity to still be on the channel, right? Like, I get it. That's a big part of core. That's a big part of what makes it what it is, and I still want to be a part of that in a way that works for both me and for you guys. But I guess we're going to get into the big talking point now, because let's be real here. You've seen the title of the video, and yeah, I am being completely honest. You right there, if you want to do it, you should start YouTube. And I'm being completely honest. It's such a weird tonal shift, these podcasts, because I talk about like core and whatnot, and I'm suddenly like, you should start working on YouTube videos and whatnot. I really do think you should. Like, I was someone who has been grinding for, nearly 7 years at this point, and I always thought, because of what I did and how I wanted to do things, that I couldn't succeed, right? I would just be a guy who was on like 300-400 subscribers, and that was fine for me, right? Like, that was going to be completely fine. I was going to sit on that, and yeah, I was just going to keep making videos for fun. But then I realized that fun doesn't necessarily mean that you can't be doing fun stuff that actually hits the algorithm. You can. And I want my channel to be proof and to be an example that if you want to do this, you should go for it. I'm not anybody special. I'm gonna be real here. I'm just a guy that speaks in front of a camera right here. This is my phone camera. I'm a guy who just speaks to the camera with a microphone, with a setup, and I just do it, right? Like, I just do the videos I want to do. Some work, some don't. It is what it is. And I really do think that the more people actually go ahead and just give it a go, right? Just give it a go. I think the better the community and the climate is going to be, right? Granted, I'm just going to say it, not everybody can succeed, but the definition of success varies from person to person. My success was if I got one person to watch every single video. If I ever had a video with no views, I would have considered that a failure, in my eyes, right? As long as I got one view that wasn't me, then I didn't really mind. And that was how I started, and to be fair, that's still kind of how I go, right? I don't look at viewership and likes and all of that as like my means of validation. I don't, right? I look at the quality of the video, the comments, are people vibing with it? Do people message me privately and go, yo, you should keep these videos up, they're really good? Like, the core review was me striking gold. And I'll tell you what, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not the first, you guys know this, I'm not the first person to think about doing core reviews. We've got people like Deontay DDJ who did like the roasting community creation series. There are guys like Mumin who have been doing core reviews and core workshops on things like Twitch and have been streaming it and doing videos for it on YouTube for a while, right? I just thought I would give it my own spin, and that's when the core review became a thing, and I did it on live streams and it did really well, and then I turned it into a video series. And I do believe that if you have a passion, and if you genuinely believe that you can actually make something out of it, or even if you just want to do it for fun, just do it. Just go ahead and start making videos, because it's a lot of fun, right? You know, I'm always going to say it, as crazy as it sounds, this YouTube channel is the reason why I got into my university. You know, me having that ability to edit and learning what makes a good edit and finding my own style when, you know, you're kind of taught how to... It's weird, I'll say it, it's weird, because in early, like, levels of, like, I'm going to say video editing courses in college and whatnot, because it was creative digital media, which is what I did for my level 3. It was very much we're not going to teach you how to find your style. You're going to edit and you're going to create what we want you to create. And that was fine, but you find a way to incorporate your style into what they taught you. And that's how I was able to find my style, was through that, but also through this channel that, you guys are watching right now. I have come a long way, and I think that if you want to learn and if you want to grow, then genuinely just getting out there and doing it is fantastic. I don't need to tell you the amount of channels that I have had over the years. We've had the Byronite channel, there's Byronite Collects, there's Byronite Reviews, there's, back when this was Byronite Rebirth, I had a bunch of weird channels because I was trying to do lore stuff, and there was a side project that I did over the summer of, last year, which I also thought was really fun, but I unfortunately ran out of time to keep working on it. Maybe one day I'll return to it, who knows. And if you find that, then shout outs to you, but I'm not going to tell you what it is because I'll be real, I have no plans to keep that up at the moment, so there's no point telling you guys because there's only so much content on there, to be honest. But no, genuinely, I think that if you want to do it, if you're passionate, if you have the craft, if you have the ability, because people go, oh, but I don't have a PC, how am I meant to edit? If you're doing core content or 2K content, your PS4, your PS5, if you have it, they have Share Factory. It's not the best editing software, but it's how I made the first, 2-3 years of CEW content on this channel. I'm not even joking, everything was done on Share Factory. And I think if I went back to editing on that, I think I would have an aneurysm. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not a fan of it. Looking back, it's so, I'm not gonna lie, it's bare bones, but it does the job, right? It does what you need it to do, and I think that's the important thing. But, you don't need a fancy setup like I have, right? I put a lot of money into this, I'm not gonna lie. I put a lot of money into my PC, this microphone, the monitor, the keyboard, the chair, right? I've sunk a lot of money in because I was already there. But if you're doing this, or you're trying to figure out what you want to do, and video editing and video creation is something that you want to start getting into, then just start making videos on your phone. Record them on your phone, edit them on your phone. Most phone editing softwares are cheap or free now, so I feel like you'll be fine. Obviously, I know CapCut's kind of gone to shit at the moment, but it is what it is. But, genuinely, I do think that you can make cool content, right? You watching this right now. You can. You definitely can. You just got to put the work in, right? I wasn't that great at this to begin with. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I absolutely cracked the YouTube formula day one. It took me, 6.5 years to get monetized? That's insane. That's a lot of time. But, like I said, I locked in for a year, and it absolutely paid off. And I think if you locked in for a year, and you figured out what worked, and you started creating content and whatnot, then I think eventually things would work for you. I really do. But you have to put the work in, and I think that's the big thing. I think a lot of people expect it to be easy. It's not easy. And I will preface this now. Doing this is not easy. Trying to figure out what works as a small creator who is probably either focusing on their studies or, on a job or other things that they've got in their lives, it can be a struggle to get videos out and still pay the bills and whatnot, right, with work and all of that. So, I have done podcasts on how to sort out your time and whatnot. I always recommend spreadsheets or documents or just something that helps you figure out what you're doing every day or what you have to do so you have time to relax, play some games, whatnot. I know what I'm doing after this. I'm probably going to edit this quickly, get that ready to go. And then, immediately after that, I'm going to go and I'm going to play Final Fantasy X, but I'm going to be doing a no sphere grid run, which most of you probably don't even know what Final Fantasy X is, but it's a great game. Great game. My favorite game of all time. Easily. But yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to make this too much longer, because there's no real need for it to be much longer. To be completely honest with you, like I said, if you want to make content, if you watching this want to make content, then just go for it. Like, I was in no position to really be told, oh, you should make YouTube videos. I just started doing it. And now here I am, nearly 7 years later, pretty much. And yeah, I'm as happy as I've ever been when it comes to making content, man. Like, it's such a fun time. But yeah, go ahead, make that content. And that, hopefully it'll be a great adventure for you. It will teach you one way or another, whether or not this is something you want to do, or if this is something that was just a fun little, side project whilst you figure out what you truly want to do. But that was the podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. More podcast videos are going to be here, and we'll probably pop the Open Challenge Night video up here, or the WrestleMania one, whichever one is out and was out last. But yeah, that was it. See ya.